everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Just Another Struggling Writer, the beleaguered author's one-stop shop for commiseration and, hopefully, inspiration. My name is Carrie Scher, and I am just another struggling writer. Well, everybody, we have officially made it to the end of week 2 of NaNoWriMo 2023. If you're still here and you're still writing, congratulations. This is a huge achievement. Even if you're not on pace to make the 50,000, or even if you're on pace to hit 100,000, it's an incredible achievement. So as long as you're still writing, this month has been a success for you. And if you're not, that's okay too. This month is crazy. I know I've had a crazy time. As I mentioned in my last update, the last 7 days have been kind of crazy for me. It was my son's hell week for his theater productions, which meant lots of late night rehearsals plus the actual shows themselves over the weekend. And then we also had some kind of family drama come up that we had to deal with, and it was kind of sucking some of the energy out of my writing. And it was just kind of busy. We went out, I had to take my daughter to a birthday party, and then we also went out and bought all of our Christmas stuff since we lost most of it in the fire. We had to replace all of it. And so ultimately, I really didn't get a lot of writing done. In fact, I didn't actually write at all Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. And I've kind of dug myself into a hole. So my official stats on day 8, I wrote 263 words. On day 9, 446. Day 10, 254. And then again, 11, 12, and 13 were all goose eggs. And then today I wrote 1180. And that brings my grand total up to 9,416 words. If you remember last week, I had around 7,000. So I've really only added, barely 2,000 more. And it's pretty significantly off pace. But I'm not panicking just yet. Although the rest of the month has the holiday and everything, it's not quite as crazy as this last week has been. But I'm not panicking just yet. Even though we've got the holiday coming up and this is actually the busiest time of the year for my job, I do think it is still possible for me to hit 50,000. I've mathed it out. I have to do about 2,500 words a day to get to that goal. And yes, that is quite a lot of words. That is, in fact, about twice as many words as the goal I set for myself when I was writing semi-professionally, and I had a pretty tight deadline. So this is going to stretch my abilities to the absolute limit. But that's Nano for you. It's always going to be a stretch. It's always going to be built in around family obligations and the holidays and everything else going on in your life. That's just what Nano is. And the point of Nano is to encourage you to write, even though there are all those built-in excuses not to. This last week, I let those excuses win, but I'm not going to let them defeat me for the rest of the month. The good news is I'm still having a lot of fun with this manuscript. The character is still really fun and engaging for me to write. I love the urban fantasy setting, and I'm having fun kind of developing the magic system and the lore and the secret government agency that kind of forms the backdrop of this story, kind of as I go along. I mentioned a couple of times before that I am dedicated to planning, but because of everything with the fire, I didn't really have a chance to plan out this manuscript as much as I normally do. I only have kind of a very rough sketch of the main beats that I want to hit, and that's about it. So everything else I'm just kind of making up as I going along, flying by the seat of my pants. And it might not end up good, but it'll at least give me something to revise. And I am so much better at editing and revising than I am at drafting. And I am just so inspired by seeing all of my friends and followers and my mutuals banding together to have this really awesome month of writing. I am just so awestruck and inspired by people who are hitting those word count goals, even if they're not the 50,000, even if they're more than the 50,000, really going out there and attacking this month hard and really dedicating to themselves to writing. And even those who aren't, they're being so supportive and wonderful, and it just makes me appreciate this community more and more every day. So thank you so much, even if you're not participating in Nano. Thank you for being so encouraging to your fellow writers who have decided to do this crazy project to write 50,000 words in 1 month. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. And that's pretty much it for me this week. Like I said, not really a great writing week for me, but I'm not panicking just yet. And even if I never get back on track and don't hit the 50,000 words this month, I've already written 10,000 words more on this manuscript than I would have if I hadn't decided to do Nano. So this month is already a success. If you're looking for more writing buddies, you can always add me on the Nano website. My handle is just another struggling writer, and my socials are linked below. I know I'm always looking for more writing friends because, like I said, you guys just inspire me so much, and I'm really counting on you to drag my ass over the finish line. Until next week, friends, may your writing be plenty and your struggles be few.